Hello, lovelies. It's Brooke with @EnchantPicks, and I wanted to pop on because it's been a minute and do a little daily divination for you for this new moon in Sagittarius. For those of you who have been with me for my 21-day series, Summoning the Sorceress, I thank you. It has been quite the experience of transformation. Even for me, as I go with you day by day, even though I created it. If you haven't done it yet, this is very pertinent. Go in my bio, there's a link there. You can catch up as it's a go at your own pace. And it ends on the 21st on winter solstice, which is the darkest day of the year, which is appropriate because this series you will cherish for the rest of your life, as it teaches you to not only summon your inner light within, but be able to hone it and nurture it and rely on it when the world outside is at its darkest. And I mean that both literally and figuratively. So if you are, kind of relying on outside light, outside validation, if you feel like your intuition has betrayed you or it's not very solid, this is a 21-day series. It's immersive and it has all the self-care that you need to go along with it. And it helps you get rid of, patterns that aren't serving you anymore, that may not even belong to you, any kind of invasive outside energy that is really keeping you from feeling, bathing, and listening to your own inner light. More on that later. So back to the cards. I shuffled and led them out and I recorded the video, and of course in true Mercury retrograde, it didn't want to do its thing when I went to upload it. So we start. First of all, these are great cards. I mean, yeah, you got some things that are but nothing that you can't handle. The overall theme here is to really lean into the lessons that you have been learning from a mentor, a teacher, the basis of like your wisdom. It could even be your own innate knowing, different practices and things and teachings that help you lean into that and utilize it. You're going to want to do that. We have the 10 of Cups, which is wishes fulfilled. This is a wonderful card. And I feel like something that's very dear to you, that really makes your heart go pitter patter, is coming to fruition, and it's giving you the opportunity to truly shine here with the Star card. For some of you, this could be your own star power, your own inner light, and all of that really being able to shine through and be showcased. Okay, so for some of you, you're kind of 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and that really helps you illuminate, I feel like, wisdom to other people. Just make sure that you keep balance there, stay hydrated, and because you can keep that balance of 1 foot in and 1 foot out, I feel that you are gleaning information from light sources to share into the world, and share your light, whatever that light is for you. This could be a lot of creativity too for some of you. And we have the Strength card here. So with this card here, you could see how the lioness almost looks like she's part, they're one. It's part of her. And you could see the crown of feathers kind of above their heads. And this reminds me to have a soft touch with things. Not everything has to be with brute force. Even in traditional tarot, you see the woman, she's like kind of gently closing the lion's mouth shut. Here in this deck, it's a little bit different, and making sure that you are nurturing yourself as well as not just nurturing others. having that soft touch, having a heart that's light as a feather, and kind of almost like shielding whoever you're or whatever you're nurturing from the outside elements, but making sure that you are enveloped in that as well. And this is infinite strength. Like you have it, it's in there. Okay, you just have to make sure that you nurture it. And like I said, not everything needs brute force. Okay, you have the heart of a lion right now, use it. Just make sure that you keep balance, because we have the Two of Pentacles here. So whatever is happening, you ride that wave, and just keep your balance. Okay, keep hydrated, try and keep grounded, because we have the Judgment card, and this is a new beginning. This is transformation. This is an awakening of sorts. Something happened and changed, and you can't unsee it, you can't unhear it, but this is like a call to action. This is you see the dove of peace there. It's like the Holy Spirit. You are being guided and awakened into this new life. Okay, and breathing, like the breath of life, breathing new life into something. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very nurturing card. You could see the rabbits there. I always think of rabbits obviously with fertility, but also too, rabbits are able to sense things that are a little bit more subtle, like vibrations of the earth, being connected to the earth, being connected to the foundations that you have built, and all that abundance that you have in nurturing it and enjoying it, and feeling those subtle vibrations. Rabbits, they know, like I said, they could feel those vibrations of the earth. They know whether or not it's fight or flight time. You know what I mean? And that comes to mind here, to make sure that, I don't want to say necessarily protect your pentacles, like all the things that you have, but everything is blooming and blossoming, and that's beautiful. But you have this Tower card there, okay, which is, very sudden, out of the blue, shocking, disruptions. Okay, you're kind of taken out of a situation, and everything, it's upheaval. Okay, and you have this Five of Swords here, and that's conflict. And I'm just gonna say, not everybody wants to see you do well. Okay, pick up on those subtle rabbit vibrations. Be aware of who cheers for you, and maybe who's kind of underhanded about it, or who's not maybe not as proud to call you their friend, or their family, or you're their confidant. You know what I mean? In the outside world, that's just like coming to me, because we also have the High Priestess here, but it was reversed. So to me, that is, you're blocking your intuition. You're not really listening to those more subtle energies, and there could be a conflict that causes some upheaval, and I don't feel like necessarily it has to be that way, but if that wheel is already in motion, there are some things that are just unavoidable. Let the tower fall. You will be fine. You will start again. Let it fall. Let it crumble, so you can really embrace this new beginning, these new awakenings. I mean, this is a new moon in Sagittarius. This is a time for adventure and aiming that bow high to hit your mark. So I very much encourage you to lean in to, because we had that Hierophant, okay, as the overall situation card. Lean into those teachings. Find yourself a mentor. Find yourself a teacher if you don't already have one. any kind of I feel like daily devotionals or rituals or things that you have that are grounding, that are based in teachings, even if it's, something more esoteric, but you're kind of being called back to maybe if you gave up stuff, maybe you got busy or whatever, but sometimes it's just like, oh well, maybe not, this isn't for me. It's kind of like, you don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of thing. There are some things that work for you and are work for giving you a little bit more of a grounding presence in your life, and you should go back to those. Also too, like, you don't have to constantly be taking in more information. These, maybe you're being asked to look back at studies that you've already engaged in, your notes and things like that. And I feel like you'll be able to kind of put the pieces together, so you will be able to tune in more, because you are being divinely guided and you are being given this gift, this opportunity. You just have to really just keep your balance. Again, everything doesn't have to be so harsh. Subtle softness is really going to win the day here. And like I said, picking up those subtle vibrations, okay? Those little inner nudges or taps on the shoulder, so you don't have to get real loud, so you don't have to go ahead and have those tower moments. And like I said, with this conflict here, you don't have to, there's 5 swords here, you don't have to be the 5th sword, okay? Because that 5th sword is really, I feel like that could just like stab you yourself, and then you're like, woulda, coulda, shoulda, or like, how did I not pick up on that, or I should have listened to my intuition, or you're so hurt that you gotta stab back. Like, just, I'm gonna say it, you're above it, so keep above it, because you got all the things going for you here. So have a happy new moon, and links in the bio to support and connect with me. Check out my 21-day series of Summoning the Sorceress and all the assortment of beautiful sorceress products that I have for wellness and self-care. Also, I am doing, for everyone local in the area, or if you want to travel, I'm doing a beautiful event inside a salt cave on winter solstice at 5 p.m. There's a link in the bio for that. I'm going to be doing divination and Reiki, and it's really just going to be a lovely, lovely event. So check those things out, and I will see you soon.